today was really taken over by one Deshaun Watson. We all had a markdown on our calendars that Deshaun Watson was going to have his court hearing today to decide whether or not he was going to be charged, he was being accused of sexual misconduct. The grand jury today stated that he will not face any criminal charges. Deshaun Watson is a free man, and now we are on Watson watch. What are your thoughts on now him being a free man and what the Houston Texans do from here?
It took a long time, right? We've seen the reports over the course of a year now kind of filter out, and they had to get things situated, and finally he got into court. And then today we got a little bit of clarity. It's the first step to getting Deshaun Watson back on the football field. And I don't want to come on here and talk about whether the alleged assault or whatever misconduct took place or not. All we can do is take what we have, the information that we've been given. And the fact is they're not indicting him on criminal charges. So that does allow him to kind of proceed forward now with his NFL career. Now, by no means does this mean he's free and clear from any repercussions that the NFL may want to decide to lay down on him. But this does give teams a little bit of hope. Obviously, you're not looking at jail time or anything like that. So teams can start being a little bit more aggressive, the ones that are interested in kind of pursuing him. So I expect that market to ramp up over the next few days, especially with free agency hitting. The draft coming up, teams are going to be kind of excited to get that quarterback on their roster. So, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in football when he plays. So I expect there to be a big market for him. There's a number of teams that could use him. We talked about the Indianapolis Colts, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Carolina Panthers. Don't forget the 49ers had links to him last year. There are some teams out there that are going to be going after Deshaun Watson. And now you get with the Russell Wilson trade, you get Seattle back in the mix. So I'm excited for that whole thing to play out. But we still have to wait and see what the NFL does. They're still doing their investigation. And it would not shock me if there's still a suspension that's handed down on some level, whether that's 6 games, 10 games, a year, three games. We don't know, right? We've never seen really this happen to this extent. So I'm interested to see what happens with the NFL and whether they decide to take action or not. But these next couple of weeks are going to be really, really fun when it comes to Deshaun Watson talk.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we are now on Watson watch, keeping an eye on where he is going to end up, because it's funny. I remember last year thinking to myself, man, Houston really messed up by not trading Deshaun Watson when they had the chance. And now I feel like we're back at that same position. Like I shouldn't say we're back at the same position that they messed up, but I feel like we've now reset the clock here for Houston. I feel like everyone is now like, we went through the timeline of, okay, they have a ton of value to trade for Deshaun Watson. They can get a ton of picks, a ton of prospects, whatever it may be, they can get it all. And then as the draft progressed and we got past it, we're like, man, Houston's losing value by the day. I feel like we've reset ourselves now, because because there's talks now going around that Seattle's in the mix, and they might offer exactly what they gave up for Russell Wilson, or exactly what they got in return for Russell Wilson with all the first round picks and everything like that. So do you feel that way as well with like, I feel like it all's reset?
I do think the market's back. I know there was talks, a team that has kind of said they've gone away, which was the Miami Dolphins. It wouldn't shock me if they tried to stick their nose back in it. Now, I know Chris Greer and them over there, they really like Tua, and that's part of the reason why Flores is gone. But you have to take this for what it is. You have to look at the talent of Deshaun Watson, look at your organization and your franchise and who you have at the quarterback position and say, can we upgrade? And if so, what do we have to give up in order to make that happen? I think any team right now would be doing a disservice to themselves if they weren't looking at Deshaun Watson, if they were in need of a quarterback. So I think all of those teams you mentioned, and then some maybe that we haven't even thought about, should be in on Deshaun Watson and should be at least kicking the tires to see if there's something that can get done.